Where you calling me from?
Okay, cool. So, John, your last fight was against Ignacio Biomondes. Obviously, it was a win. Would you say that was a vintage performance from you?
I mean, it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to finish the fight. I wanted to actually go for the knockout. I had a torn rotator cuff injury going into that fight, and I also broke my foot, my second toe in the first round. So, but my hat's off him. He stayed very calm. He stayed composed. He uh, he was able to move a lot, and he kept on holding on to me to get back his energy. So he played a very smart fight to survive the 3 rounds.
Obviously, in the first round, you also, I believe you had him hurt. How close would you say you were to finishing him?
Um, but like I was saying, like I said, I wanted to finish him. I was really pressing the gas. He hold on to me. He moved a lot. So
Mm.
that's the name of the game.
Obviously, before that as well, you had an ACL and MCL injuries. Have they bothered you at all, or are they completely healed?
Yeah, injuries for some reason has been, I had suffered a lot of injuries in my career, kind of put me on the sideline. I wanted to be more active. Unfortunately, just, injuries after injuries kind of, that's why, like, I fight once a year, twice a year. It's not because I want to fight once a year, twice a year. It's because just so many factors, my body, I've been competing since 6 years old, professional 10 years. So I guess a lot of wear and tear on the body, So, I mean, my body's just, I'm always going to feel that's pretty much the whole struggle is overcoming injuries in training camp and also during the fight. Perfect example, Conor McGregor. People see he's a big name. He kicked Dustin Poirier and his tibia shin bone breaks in two, but that's not because of just one kick. That's because of accumulation of throwing kicks.
So, John, when do you want to get back in there next? Do you have any injuries right now, or do you reckon you'll be in here by the end of the year, Octagon?
Yeah, well, the doctor, I actually saw my surgeon. I had a foot surgery, and I repaired my rotator cuff. I had one of my tendons were torn completely. So probably not before next year. Maybe I'm gonna try to aim for February.
Okay, February. Good to hear. So, John, obviously as well, you're 36. You've had 19 UFC fights. You were on a recent streak. You obviously lost to Trinaldo. How much would you say you have left?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I think that's every athlete, every fighter. This is a question where it's hard to say. You know what I mean? It's very hard to say. I'm taking it day by day. I'm taking day by day. I'm trying. I'm very disciplined. I have a very healthy lifestyle. I'm very, I don't party. I don't do any crazy things. I respect my body. I don't train. I train smarter. I'm more wiser. I focus a lot on nutrition. I focus a lot on meditation, and I feel like it helps me preserve my body and my mind, and I'm able to stay strong, stay relatively strong, considering the fact that I fought a 23-year-old. My last fight, the guy was 23, and I had more gas, I had more cardio, I was well conditioned, and it showed my last fight.
Mm. So, I wanted to ask you as well, because you've had so many fights in the UFC, what has been your best experience in the Octagon, and what has been your worst experience?
Yeah. Well, I think for me per se is to entertain the crowd. I was always about. If you look at my resume, it was always about. You know, I'm 100% striker. I mean, I don't think anyone in the UFC roster has that type of status. Some people have 50% grappling, 20% wrestling. The ratio is not 100%. And I never wanted to be like everyone else, and obviously I always keep it standing. So my best performance is going out there and doing the crazy things, the spinning back fist, being able to slip a punch, counter, knock the guy out. So I mean, it's always about giving excitement. So that for me, that's always been my ultimate goal, is to give the fans excitement and to be victorious. And my worst experiences, of course, suffering defeats, suffering losses, things that I don't think any fighter or athlete, that's the risk we take. Being a fighter is, you can win or lose. That's the unpredictable. That's why everyone loves fighting, because it's very unpredictable.
Obviously, so as well, what gym are you training at right now?
Well, right now I have my own business, so it's called Bull Nutrition. I have supplements, we have clothes, bull wear, bull nutrition, bull fit. We're gonna have a bull center in Montreal, Canada. We're gonna have it in Montreal East Side. We're East Coast. We're gonna have a gym, and I also go to Phoenix, Arizona, and I have my good friend, my partner, Javier Torres. He has his gym in UKF, and I also team up with Ben Henderson at his gym at the MMA lab. So I kind of just associate myself with different gyms. You know what I mean? I'm at a point in my life where I'm my own brand, I'm my own name. I'm John Makdessi. I never like the fact that fighters are controlled by gyms, and I'm the fighter, and I do what I want to do.
In your weight class right now, Olivier seems that he'll be fighting Dustin Poirier next. What's your prediction for that fight?
Yeah, well, that's gonna be a good fight. Both guys have, they're mature, they're peaking, they're well developed, their skill set, because it takes time to develop skills and to get that full maturity in as a fighter. So they're both peaking, they're both mature, both fully developed. It's gonna be an exciting fight. You know what I mean? It's just I probably give it the edge to Oliveira because of his ground game.
And maybe a number one contender fight in Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler is also happening. You got any prediction for that?
I give Mike. I feel like Michael Chandler has an edge on that fight. So only because he's able to. He's very explosive, and sometimes Gaethje starts off slow.
Obviously, as well, you've had your highs and lows in the octagon. You've lost, you've won. Right, Conor McGregor, after he broke his leg, has recently been releasing a lot of tweets. How do you feel he's handled the loss? And what's your opinion on what he's been like tweeting and saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer. He's very emotional. It's emotion. What drives us as a human being is to be emotional. Like right now, the way I'm talking to you, like right now, I'm so excited, right? I can't believe what's going on. Like that's emotion, right? If I'm calm, if I speak to you in a calm manner, if I control my emotion and be more rational and talk with logic and reasoning, and try to talk to you as a third person and get out of my own egoistical mind, because we have our own identity. I am John, you are you, Conor McGregor is Conor McGregor. But as a human being, it's all emotion. He's emotional. It's talking through his emotion. It's his ego. His ego is hurt.
So, John, we're gonna probably wrap up in a sec, but anything you want to say to your fans, any John Makdessi fans out there, what would you like to say to them?
Of course, to my loyal fans, keep following me, keep supporting me. I love you guys. And to the people that don't know me, go check me on my social media: Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at John Makdessi. And go check out Bull Nutrition supplements. Use code BULL20 for 20% off. And also johnmakdessi.com. I also do coaching. I coach on the side. If you guys want to get mentored, coached by me, and also you guys want to support me, go bull up, get your bull wear, and support my brand, and support my cause. And for me, it's always about fighting for what you love and always following your passion.
Well, John, it's been a pleasure having you on here. Hopefully we see you February, have a fight, and hopefully you bring the action as always.
Thank you, my man. Thank you for having me, brother.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Bye, my friend.